Learn to listen when it's grown men talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Learn to listen when it's grown men talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Every discussion from experience, and hopefully within it delivers some deliverance. It's all facts and opinionated, from the west where that real spit originated. Brothers truly trying to save a soul, provoke thought so we can really designate a goal. We on that grown man scribble, the ball in our court with command on the dribble. This is something that'll help us show, cause it's something that'll help us grow. We see exactly what the people need. Now welcome to the show, Spittin' Pollaseedz. Welcome to the show, Spittin' Pollaseedz. Welcome to the show, Spittin' Pollaseedz. Learn to listen when it's grown men talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Learn to listen when it's grown men talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Spittin' Pollaseedz.
What's happening?
We back.
I know y'all didn't see this day coming. Y'all thought we were done. We were through. We was rolled up. But guess what?
We back with a Tahine rim.
Man.
Over here. Tahine.
With a little lime.
Y'all already know. Y'all already know.
Add some lime.
So look, hey man, how you
Welcome
brothers
back.
doing, man?
I'm collecting blessings.
Long time. No, well, we see each other.
Yeah,
but
we
No
see each
show.
other.
Yeah,
Long time no
no
show.
show.
No show.
Yes.
Man, look at God, bro. We still here.
Hey, still.
Made it through the pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
you know, all of that. And now we back.
Yeah, speak that.
Man, God is good.
All the time.
All the time, God is good.
Yes.
So Trey, let's do a check-in, bro. How you living? How you doing? How you feeling?
Well, I'm gonna say this. Since an update since the pandemic, rather, my behalf is a lot of us been through a lot of things, but I think I've grown. I've grown with business to a certain extent. The Graham sauce is doing well, but not as good as it was during the pandemic. Since
What
we're out of it.
is Graham sauce?
Yeah, explain that.
Graham sauce. I have two sauces. One is for seafood, primarily crab and lobster. Then I have another one you can use for poultry, but it's also good with corn.
This is something you created.
Yeah, me and my daughters.
Okay.
There you go.
So we have the Graham sauce, and we have the selling hats, and it was good for
During that time.
well, no, you have some hats for summer, some hats
Oh, okay.
for the winter, or whatever else. And Canoe made me more aware of that as well. You know, the differences and the different textures and wools and old suede and straw and things of that nature. So I got more learned in hats and the sweatshirts for the shop. So the sweatshirts sold better during the winter or cold seasons. And some of the hats were year round. Did well with that.
Nice.
And grew in a lot of other areas as
That's
well.
good.
Congratulations,
bro. That's
Trevor.
good. Growth.
Yeah, great job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah.
I
That's
got
growth.
closer to Monica, but we'll get on
Oh,
closer to that
you
later
what?
show. We'll
Okay.
So Canoe, I'm going to pass the COVID update or since COVID update to you.
Well, you know, I started a business in COVID. So it's always rolling the dice. So Swank is a men's haberdashery in Inglewood,
Let's say
California.
that again.
Haberdashery.
A men's haberdashery
Okay.
in Inglewood, California.
All right.
A haberdashery is where you can get everything a man needs. So we at Swank,
So y'all got women?
we'll get to that. We at Swank, we believe in uplifting the whole male, you know, not just the outside, but the inside. And, you know, we just cover the whole gamut. You know, you got to have a mindset to be swanky.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It develops a certain level of confidence. And, you know, when you dress different, you walk different. You know that, right?
You feel different.
You feel different.
You are
Just
different.
feel more confident.
Nice.
Your stroll is different. So we believe in not just doing that on the physical, but mentally as well too. So we've had some deep conversations at Swank. So it's really a male space for men to develop and get dressed.
Nice.
Yeah. And on top of that, with the gentleman whole quality thing that we started Cigar Kings, of course.
Hey.
Cigar Kings. So gentlemen, we dress as gentlemen. Cigar Kings is a lifestyle brand. It's not just a cigar. It's a lifestyle brand. It's a lifestyle we live as young, prosperous African Americans. I don't even like using that word, but throwing it out there.
Brothers.
It's
brothers.
It's that month.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started that as well maybe a year ago. I started it, but I'm in cahoots with two other kings that we begin to push this brand and then it's going well. We do a lot of events. We do parties, private parties, events, day parties.
What do you do at these events?
So we set up a grown and sexy vibe, and we help you understand the cigar. It's almost like a tutorial on cigars. If you never smoked it, this is how you cut it. You want a full body, medium body. We sell a lot of infused cigars with the flavor. So a lot of women like those too, and I like those too. And we give that experience. It's about giving the experience.
Nice.
That's what we're doing. So I started that in during the pandemic as well. I mean, were we out of the pandemic a year ago?
Well, we don't even know if we're completely out of it now.
Out of it now, right? But so
wear a mask or whatever. So.
It's always growing, and Swank is growing. Cigar brand is growing. So that's where we at.
That's cool, man.
I'm ready to start something else. I'm back here again.
Yeah. I have partaken into a cigar or two, and also supported the brother with some swank wear. So if you brothers out there don't know nothing about swank wear, or know, you don't swank it.
Yeah, he'll swank you.
Yeah, he'll swank
you.
Yeah, all the way up.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
What about
eat me? Oh man, it's still molding, still on the grind, still creating. Of course, y'all know I shedded a few pounds. Remember when the pandemic,
a few? What's a few, bro?
Well, I got down to 100 pounds.
That you got off.
That I got off.
Yeah, that's
I'm sorry.
If
that
you
was
wear 100, bro. We malnourished.
So
but you lost about.
I lost.
You know what? Yeah, I got to
applaud
applaud you for that.
Y'all brothers, was definitely with me on the support and everything, man. So yeah, went to the doctor today. Got some good news. No longer the diabetic. He didn't snatch me off my.
That's a
he's no longer on metformin.
Yeah, no more.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
hey,
so
man,
that is beautiful.
You know where all my blessings come from.
I'll
man.
drink to that.
Drink.
I'll drink to that. I'll drink to that right there.
Yeah, cheers. I'll drink before and after that.
Yeah, I'll drink to that one right there.
Yeah, definitely. So
yeah,
God is definitely been good, man. Still creating. Got a few other businesses that will be coming up real soon. So I'll wait for
to announce that.
Yeah, but definitely, man, God has definitely been good to us, and man, solid. I'm good. EP, what's up, man?
Man, I'm just blessed, bro. Pandemic.
Go.
Just reflecting on the pandemic, we lost a lot of loved ones.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So in that, I've become a lot more health conscious.
Definitely.
I've become a lot more grateful for the people that I do have, and I do see.
Don't take them for granted.
Don't take them for granted, and to be about my purpose. for those of you who don't know what your purpose is, it's a great time to find out what your purpose is and be about your purpose. A lot of great things, and we'll get into that because it's the show is about I am Black history, and a lot of things that I'm grateful for is actually contributing to Black history and being Black history and investing in our Black history. So
yeah,
here, man.
So
that's a blessing.
Okay, amongst us. So to get into it. Now, when we talk about I am Black history individually, what does that mean to you when you think that I am Black history? Let's start off with you, P. Canoe.
Well, first of all, what EP said, just finding your purpose. That's when you find your purpose, you're on task, right? Then you can really be that Black history. Is there another store like mine in Inglewood? Maybe not, but I think I have one of the dopest haberdasheries when it comes to look, feel, style.
I could agree with that.
But that's my purpose. So when you get in line with that, when you're in alignment with that, you can truly take stuff to the next level.
Okay.
It's like with the brand. Is there with the cigar brand? Is there another brand that presents like we do? Not here in California, I don't think. So it's always pushing the envelope. That's how that's how you make Black history, whether you're the first or the one of many.
Okay, that's going to be arguable. We're going to discuss that.
Okay.
Irv, what about you? When you say I am Black history, how do you internalize that?
Well, I look at my life and I look at what I'm blessed to accomplish and who I'm blessed to inspire and what I plan on leaving on this earth. Where I come from, like I beat a lot of odds, and I don't think it's because of who I am. I think it's because God allows me to enter certain rooms and enter certain situations, but keeping Him at the forefront. I found out my purpose early on, and I just have a drive and a will to complete what's in my mind.
Okay.
And in doing so, I inspire people. People come up to me that I don't even know. A lot more people know me than I know because I guess I entertain a lot of people, and it's no way for me to know everybody that know me or know of me. And I take that very seriously. That like my platform, it means a lot to me, and I don't want to be guilty of guiding people the wrong way. So growing up in the Jordan Down projects, bro, and all the way from kindergarten all the way past 20 years old, and my family is Black history because we have a history and such that none of us, is six of us, is six children. None of us are in jail. None of us are dead. We all are contributing to society in a positive way. A lot of us are entrepreneurs. Just beating the odds in that realm alone makes me celebrate Black history and to lay a path where other children or somebody else can follow and say, you know what, if he can do it, I can do it. And a lot of people like that we brought up knowing, you know what I mean, we definitely taught a lot of younger people that are doing really well. And if they're not doing better than we are, then we're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, Kevin.
Don't cut me off.
I didn't think I was cutting you off.
Sorry, you just gonna cut my history.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
No, it's long-winded. It's okay.
Long-winded.
No, go ahead.
Oh no,
brother.
just long blessed.
No, brother.
Okay, you just cut my blessings. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Kevin.
I'm glad you explained that.
No, go ahead. Irv. No, go ahead. Irv. No, I'm sorry, brother.
No.
No, I know.
It'll come back around.
No, I know because I'm next. So I'm just expecting it now.
No, man.
Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
It's not a problem. I'm blessed, brother.
No, but I was interested in what you were saying too. But I just
barely.
Okay, I mean, because you want me to go?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm fortunate enough to create a curriculum right now for the San Bernardino probation department. I'm going to be teaching music in a youth detention center that hasn't been done.
Mm-hmm.
That's history in
That's
itself.
history, bro.
I
History
just
in the making.
created, I just got my foundation completed, the Furnace Academy. I'm going to be giving opportunity to at-risk youth. That's Black history.
Yeah.
Should I keep going?
Please,
Go ahead, man.
Please
Go
do.
ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just saying. I mean,
ahead.
I just signed a superstar artist with a huge following that believes in my vision and my leadership and flying back and forth from all the way across the United States. Great things are happening, brother.
Yes.
Right.
So
Yeah,
when
come on.
see when you cut
Trevor,
my
don't-
history off, Trevor,
Okay, well,
I am
cut it off,
I am
Trevor.
Black
Well, see,
history.
Here's
he
the
gets
thing.
that from the man.
No,
Yeah, he
no.
does.
Here's the thing. What I was doing was before we got to that, what does it mean to you? And then go into how you have.
Okay,
applied
one
it.
more.
That's where I was
Okay,
with it,
okay.
brother.
Well, this is the last one because I can go on and on.
No, you can't. You go on.
Look, the Jordan Down Projects was founded in the 1940s, right? They're tearing them down. They're gentrifying that area, right?
Mhm.
So I just got a call last week that they want to honor me as one of 6 honorees in a legacy program for my positivity in what I'm contributing to the world. So like that's more important to me than a Grammy, honestly. Like to come from that area and for several people to be like, no, recognize him. He's done this, he's done that. And it's just a blessing.
Yeah.
That truly is, man. We applaud you,
I
bro,
appreciate
because
y'all.
we been there.
Yeah.
And
The whole
don't
ride.
let Trevor
Yeah.
stunt your growth. He will,
No, it wasn't.
Trevor will
no.
try to stunt your growth
Yeah.
from time
No,
to time.
no.
Man.
What I was asking was the question was,
Yeah.
how do you internalize it, and what does it mean to you?
This is
Right. And then the next question would have been,
This is
okay,
Catholic
how did you do it? But you already,
You said, but
This is Catholic
the
school
story
history.
is I am Black history. So
yes.
I just explained.
Okay, Kevin.
So make Black history and put some lotion on your knuckles.
I got lotion on my knuckles.
All right, go ahead. now.
He just washed his hands.
Yeah.
He washed his hands before
Yeah,
he came.
exactly.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Oh,
I got lotion.
Yeah, they little.
Yeah, it's a little
I got
thin,
lotion
buddy.
on my
It's a
knuckles.
little thin.
They color grade them
yeah.
joints right there. Got to put in the white balance.
Don't worry,
Kevin.
We'll Photoshop the lotion on you. Don't
Yeah.
Okay. So, Kevin, how have you contributed to Black history?
I am Black history, man. When you when you know who you are, you know where you come from.
Come on, Kevin.
You know, you know the struggles, and we still here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you look back over all the ones that have come before you, and what they had to go through.
Yeah.
You know, it's still relevant to this day. You know, we must be someone. Because we
are someone.
And the reason why I put it that way is because with the way that they go out to try to destroy us,
Absolutely.
you know, the things that they put us through, we got to be someone.
Yeah.
You know,
We still have a purpose here on this earth.
definitely.
Yeah.
Be about it.
Yeah. So, like Earl said, it's a blessing. This is history, and this is a blessing.
Yeah.
Because according to society, we're not supposed to be here.
Especially not to come back.
No, we're not supposed to be here. You know, so every when I look in the mirror, I'm cool with who I am. And even, you know, you people ask you the question, well, if God was to bring you back, I would still come back as a Black man, even through all the stuff that we endured, the killings, and I don't have to go all into detail. We know what's going on out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm comfortable in my skin. I'm proud. And I try to teach my sons to be the same way. Be aware, but be proud of who you are.
Yeah.
This is unique. You know, that it's unique. So all of that, man. I'm good with what God has made me.
Amen.
Bestowed upon you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trevor, are you Belizean history? Or are you
right,
Black history?
right.
Not
There
to
you
cut
go.
you out.
No,
Yeah, are you
no.
He might be Belizean
today.
history.
For those of you who don't know,
both.
Trevor
both.
said he's not Black. So go ahead.
I'm
Go ahead.
Belizean. That's my nationality, Malaysia, but I would be classified as Black. If
You
I'm in
black
America, I'm
and
going to be
you black
classified as Black, but I was born in. So, at any rate, to me, saying that I am Black history is the way I view that is the things that we do on a regular basis that affects the generation or the people around us, as well as influence the people that are watching us. So as you move forward in your life, as you progress, as you grow, there are people that you don't know that are watching you. Like you said earlier, we're somehow, some way, we're influencing someone else. It could be anyone, but primarily one of the most important aspects of the people that we do influence is the younger generation that looks up to you and how you affect their lives. But you reach back and you don't just give them fish, but you show them how to. You give them the rod and know how to use it. And the more we influence the generation that comes that's younger than us, the better our future is. Now, conversely, we have a time in history, this moment in history, where most people have their heads down. They're in their phone. They're wrapped up in AI and things of that nature. So, but by us being the older generation and on a platform where younger people that I would hope that would find some nuggets in some of the things that we say and teach and help them. This is another aspect of our individual lives that we are making, and we are Black history. So as a collective, this is an example of that for me. I wanted to ask, can anyone recall some significant times in their lives where someone younger, you knew that someone younger really was affected by something that you did, something that you said? They remember you when they were younger, or things of that nature. And some of the things that you guys may be doing in the community, some of the things that the community would remember you for.
Hands down, my nephew Rock. Y'all know Rock. Just last week, bro, we went to see him play because he took up the art of music basically in my footsteps. So he took a picture. Well, I think you actually took the picture of us.
I did.
And he posted the picture and said, "This is the man that taught me everything." And thinking back, like, he even had my walk down. He imitated the way I walk.
And the ring.
Yeah, he bought a pinky ring, the same, put it on the same finger as I recall him sitting on the front row of the church and just watching me. And then no matter where I wanted to go, where I went, he wanted to be there. And it reminds me of my Uncle Reg, because I was the same way growing up. No matter, it's just crazy how history and how it works. Because no matter where he went, I used to cry because I just wanted to go home with him. You know what I mean? So to see that come full circle and knowing that you're affecting somebody positively like that, it's no greater feeling. I mean, it definitely reminds me that I have a purpose and to be responsible with my platform.
Right. And people will remember that. You know what I mean? The things that we say and do, people are going to remember. And of course, that's history. When it's documented, blah, blah. Documented. When it's documented.
Push your mic up where
people
can hear you.
Yeah.
You can hear me?
No, go up.
No. Speaking of documented, do anybody have some gum in here? So the minted minted. Because he tried to push the mic. Yeah, so that's why the mic. That's why the mic kept running away. The mic is just. Y'all didn't see the mic doing this.
The mic running away from me.
I moved the mic to grab my drink, but okay.
The mic is.
Okay, all right.
Whenever you have the chance to document your work,
Whew, that was a good one.
and whatever you produce
Okay.
through your creativity, those are some tangible results of you were here. And I think the more creative we can be with, I know this would later on be some digital information, but it's not something that's necessarily tangible or a person can touch or whatever else.
The
So
knowledge.
I think
the
in
knowledge.
creating, right, the knowledge is, but
Yeah.
in when what we create, that's an example of not necessarily immortalizing us or having a trophy or a bust made of us, but the things that we do and what we leave behind for that can help others, help uplift, encourage, and inspire others from our influence. To me, that's also
Nice.
that also attributes to
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, let's talk about, because I know you at the shop, you've had a lot of young men that have followed in your footsteps or have took some tutelage from you. So talk to us about that.
I think one of the things that probably the proudest of is not because I'm good, but I've also helped others become great. So I would say probably 20% of the barber students that I taught,
Mhm.
they opened their own businesses.
Nice.
One guy in particular, Kenny, he opened up I think it's his 8th corporation now. And then I have 80% of the barbers that left and moved on. They either have their own shops, their own investment properties, or their own businesses, or all three. So that right
Nice.
there, for me, my influence to help others grow.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of that. And another thing that I'm proud of is the mantra that I have for myself: the welcome, humble, organized businessman.
I love that.
Thank you, man. One of my clients came in. He was 14 years old when I said that to him. Well-groomed, humble, organized businessman.
You've been saying that for how many years? But
Decades.
over 20
yeah,
years at least,
decades.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If my daughter's 24, then it's before that. So, and to be equipped mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially, and emotionally. So, my client that I taught when he was 14, he came to the shop. He just wanted to give me a hug and say, Trev, thank you, dot, dot, dot. And I felt good with that in and of itself. I hadn't seen the guy for years. He said, hey, man, I think his name is Messiah, and he also watches the show now. So, Messiah, if you're watching, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
His son said, what do we live by? To be well-groomed, humble, organized businessmen. And when that little boy said that to me, it was it touched me. So it went to not just one generation, but another generation, and the kid is like a grand customer now.
A
So
Nice.
grand customer.
A grand customer.
That's
customer.
dope.
And then, I
Oh,
mean,
for
the
sure.
thing is, you got to watch because how we move, because you never know who's watching you, young and old. It's not just the young, but the older also watching. Because I mean, you got to understand. To me, I always say that and then y'all probably agree, we pretty much the last generation that really had a childhood. When we were able to go outside. We stayed outside. We didn't never want to be in the house. You know, and I was telling somebody today. I'm like, I got three sets of friends. I got the church friends, some friends I met through jobs or in that realm, and then church friends. But I always try to have all my friends to know each other, not necessarily where you had to hang out, but you knew of each other.
Mm-hmm.
So because you can be anywhere, and anything happen or whatever, but somebody recognize you, and I thought that was always important. To kind of connect your friends to a degree, not to the part to where you gotta hang out, but somebody can say, "Oh well, yeah, that's E, that's Kev, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever." So, but definitely, like you saying about your nephew, like you saying the young man coming through, and we all, um, you know, because we had men that we looked up to.
Yeah.
And wanted to be around and took time.
Yeah.
You know, with us to teach us.
And like we were afraid to bring shame to to our
exactly.
name.
Right.
Oh,
And our
definitely.
network.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's stuff that I think of posting
Right.
today that I still won't post
Right.
because
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
because of the name.
Right.
Can we do this? Can we add the phone number to the screen to prompt some phone calls?
Yeah, so people can call in.
Yeah.
And we definitely thank you all for watching. And we want to encourage everybody to follow, subscribe, and to share this
Definitely.
with all your friends.
Let them know we back.
Yes.
Be back.
Yes.
Oh, do we have the number on the screen?
Yes.
Yes, it's up there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We would love to hear some call and comments on people that would have a definition or interpretation of Black history, or even
Or how you're
just wanted to
making
say
Black
hi.
history.
how you're making Black history.
Yeah,
just wanna
it's,
We'd
speak.
love to hear that.
it's a current thing. It's a present thing.
Yeah.
How are you currently making Black history?
Yes. How are you currently
And I
making
think those
Black
people
history?
need to be definitely applauded, because oftentimes we have a tendency to, I guess, put more on, I don't want to say pedestal, but when you have celebrities,
Mhm.
athletes, and those people, then it's like, okay, they're known for X, Y, and Z, and we're not here for America's entertainment.
Yeah.
We also have a lot of intelligent people. We have a lot of hardworking business owners, and we, believe it or not, we have more billionaires than a lot of African Americans even think about.
Mhm.
So it's like, you know what, we're putting a lot of athletes and actors, and which is fine, because they have a bigger, probably a wider platform. So if they have a wider platform, you know, of course, they could probably reach more people. But you got a couple of very influential African Americans that are making great history, leaps and bounds. One of the guys that probably impressed me the most was the gentleman that paid for the whole graduating class one year. I think it was Morehouse.
What was his name?
I cannot recall.
And he
That's-
impressed you.
Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
Great
Wow.
way to put your foot on Front Street.
Yeah, yeah, you just stepped
Wow.
on your toe there, buddy.
Yeah.
I said, hey, yeah,
Wow.
didn't I tell you? It was coming
Yeah,
back
you
around.
back. Okay, I mean, when you say we back, everything is back.
I can't recall his name, but I'm sure we could probably Google it and look
Yeah,
at it.
yeah. Mhm. I'm
Okay,
impressed.
well, you
I'm
do-
impressed.
you do that and bring it
Yeah.
next week. That's your homework.
Engineer Boite. You just blew your tip, buddy. You
yeah.
just blew your tip, buddy.
Yeah. We definitely want to encourage people to call in, definitely to chime in on this conversation, because it just hit a, well, nothing.
Yeah. Well, let me give you flowers since I done snatched the weeds out the ground. But I remember, bro, like really, you when Trevor was attending El Camino College, bro, you've been doing what you've been doing for a very long time. All jokes aside, like to see your journey and to see how you have provided a business that provides for how many
Mhm.
barbers? Currently is probably what
Now it's only a 10. No, 9.
now it's only, you see that it's only 10 barbers that you provide an opportunity for them to make a living to take care of their family. But over the years, over and over and over, and you was an instructor
for the city.
for the city. You know what I mean? So congratulations, bro, for like
Thank you.
you're my friend, but you like I see the Black history that you are laying down. Whether you recognize it or not, the impact that you're doing, and I see like just the handshake alone,
Right.
the stuff you implement, bro. Like
Right.
it means something, and I applaud you.
And
Yeah, I really
I'll
do.
tell you, you don't have to do the homework. The guy's name was Robert Smith.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you, Kev.
I'm gonna take that credit. Yo.
Wow.
Yeah, take
Yeah.
that. Take that.
Wow.
Robert Smith
You know-
is the
you know-
name.
you know
Yeah,
why?
yeah,
It's on the-
yeah,
it's on
somebody
the
said it
screen.
up
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Robert Smith is the
Damn
All
it.
you had to do is look at the
Thank you.
screen.
Hey, give me the dab back.
Thank you.
No, I took it already.
And that's his little brother. Your little brother got your back. That's Mick.
Yeah.
My brother sent it in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, to my brother Michelle, what's going on, man? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Too late. You got it that, bro.
Yeah.
But going further into the Black history now, what do you guys think about the current situation with this gentrification as it relates to Black history now?
Elaborate. What do you mean?
So, for example, historically, you had cities that were in America that they were doing pretty well, and also wanted to be, I guess, sovereign is the word I would use.
Huh?
But African Americans were building, we were doing well, we were having, and this is not Tulsa, but you have these businesses and cities that were African American that got flooded out because they were doing well. And that just is how, I mean, there's quite a few. And I believe it was in front of the Washington Monument, uh, Central Park. You know, the gentrification pushed a lot of Black folks out. And now, let's just say, Inglewood being one of them. And if we have that footage, can we put that up, please? This is very concerning because I have a photo of the map in which there's going to be like a minor tram that's going to go all the way from Florence and Market all the way to Century and Prairie. And there's a list and there's the map on the screen, and all those cities, no, all those businesses, those properties are going to either be acquisitioned or they're going to have to leave. So now I should have I think there's another list of the businesses that are going to leave. Do we have that photo?
But while he finds the photo, what was so disturbing, because the art gallery is on Market, right? So we have been waiting for years for this train to come at the head of Market in Florence for foot traffic. Now they're taking the foot traffic, taking it over, and everybody's missing all that foot traffic, and it's going right to the stadium area.
And that's extremely sad. You can't even get the walk-in traffic now. So not only are they going to have a lot of businesses be pushed out, but it's going to be difficult for the business that are there now to sustain. And there's a list. I thought I had given it to him, but we don't have that list. But it's quite a few businesses that are going to have to leave Inglewood.
Well, you know what you can do if we don't have it here, what you can do is just on this feed you can post that list of businesses so people will understand, and know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So we can. Oh, he posted it. He got it up.
Yeah. If you look on your screen, and I'm sure that a few of you are familiar with some of the businesses that are on there, and if they said they're even willing to
Wow,
get
at the
Starbucks,
top is Vons.
Starbucks, if I'm correct.
Vons is leaving.
Vons. But what's going to happen with Vons is I don't know if they're going to leave, but they're going to push Vons up, get rid of Planet Fitness, and get rid of the gas station that's over there. Wow. And the trams is going to go further down, across from that Sizzler, and that corner slot is going to be a hub for the Metro Tram again. Then it's going to go down Prairie, and as it goes down Prairie, I would think that Bourbon Street Grill would be another hub, but for sure, it's written that the hub is going to be on Hardy and Prairie, and then to the Clipper Stadium.
Yeah.
And then there's a I don't know the exact number of businesses that are on there, but that's going. And some of those are Black businesses. Right. They're gonna be leaving. So now there goes some of our history.
Right.
They're gonna make history, and they've been making history, but now does it come to an end? How do you deal with that? But however, and I hope someone is listening that can probably assist some of these businesses or friends of these businesses that they know, but they also have funds allocated to help these businesses. Then you also have relocation assistance, because they're acquisitioning for different properties. Yeah. So if they're acquisitioning for different properties, if the person or property owner doesn't accept that property or the cost that they want to pay for that property, then they're going to go to court. And after they go to court, then it's going to be taken over by eminent domain. If it's taken over by eminent domain, then that's one way of helping or assisting some of the businesses that they're misplacing. And then another situation or issue is people that have to pay rent and landlords, that issue pushing them out.
Yeah.
So it's a whole different.
One thing I learned, bro, and you brought this to my attention. Like that's a travesty to some, hands down. But what you taught me, I think about a week ago, like it's public record that you can find out the development plan for any city for 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
So
every city has
yeah.
a master plan.
Yeah. So what we can do to mitigate some of these damages in the future is take advantage and invest,
Right.
and get it together, and we can come together even on some things and invest in impoverished areas that the development growth plan is coming.
Yeah.
But for some of the people that don't know, that's a strategy also. Not put too much money into communities. Let the price lower. Then a person would come in, or an investor would come in. They would buy one of those torn down, beat up homes or whatever else in that impoverished community. Then buy another one not too far from it, and then pay, let's say, double. Right? What that does is that house made this house worth more.
Comps. But it's also systemic too, because look at Fiesta Martin and all the properties that they have within the 5-mile radius.
Yeah.
You don't think that's systemic?
Oh, definitely.
I
believe so.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's like I said, we must be somebody. When you go and you put these elaborate plans into action to keep a race of people from not leveling up or elevating.
Didn't you bid on the very place that one of them occupied?
Two of them.
Two of them.
I wanted to purchase the one that's on Florence and Market.
Yeah.
And when I went to go, when I was talking to the property owner or whatever else, because I had back, this was about 8 years ago, I went to go apply and talk to him. I took a tour of the restaurant. At one point it was called Tony Rome's, then it became Coley's Restaurant. So I went in to look at it and negotiate a rent with the person that was showing me the property. And because I had already known what was coming, and at this time they were going to redevelop the forum. So they were rehabbing the forum. So right before they started that process, I went to go talk to him. I asked them, would they be interested in selling the property? They did not return my phone calls, did not return my emails, did not return my text messages. But years later, people that they can relate to purchased it.
Oh, you're very
Politically correct.
exactly. But I guarantee you, bro, and I know it's past the years, but if you would have had that shirt on, brother, they would have definitely called you back.
To me, but your ace was in your back pocket. You just didn't use it.
No.
You use it?
It would have been. I only call out the heavy hitter when it's
One
time.
time. And I'm gonna say it right now. I don't know the group, but similar to what the Crenshaw Mall.
Crenshaw Mall.
It was
Oh
a
yeah,
black
absolutely. Yeah,
group.
black investment group.
and
Yeah.
they offered way more than what they were asking for it, and they still didn't get it. So they overbid it just to try to solidify it,
There's
and they still didn't get it.
there's a story behind it, but I'm not exactly sure how it worked, so I won't tell you. But I think that there was an African American man in the middle of it that.
So if you're speculating, don't even.
Yeah, no.
So I'm speculating. Someone
Yeah.
shut up.
Yeah.
We don't want to
Yeah.
give out
Yeah.
false
Exactly.
We
information.
don't,
here.
yeah, we don't do speculation.
Fake
Yeah.
news, fake news.
Fake news.
Just
Right,
fake news.
right.
Yeah. So we did somebody call? I
No.
missed the ring.
No,
No,
How
no,
does
that's
the
just
ring sound? Somebody call so we can just hear how the ring sound.
Make sure it works. Make sure the phone
Yeah, I
works.
think the phone is
We paid the bill.
cut the phone off or something.
Yeah.
But we definitely appreciate everybody tuning in and watching, and we hope that you share, and as we begin to share more with our audience, I'm just going to reiterate: just follow, like, share,
Yeah, definitely.
Subscribe.
for those YouTubers.
There's going to be some more interesting topics. There are going to be a few things that we're going to delve into as we get comfortable and as time progresses
Yes.
with the show. But we definitely appreciate people watching, but it's also going to become more polished and more polished, and it's going to gel better
Mm-hmm.
as time goes on. But we're glad to be back. We enjoy
Right.
being back. We miss each other's company, conversation, and laughter. But if you want to
Do
be a
we?
part of it, just go ahead and call that number and be a part of the show. Some of you can actually call in, and we're going to also from time to time have guests that can also be welcomed in and be on screen in the show. So it's going to have a few more features that can also make the audience and the viewing audience more inclusive.
And we definitely have to. You probably can do this. Mention the new studio that we're in, and does that mean we have a caller?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have a caller.
Welcome.
Welcome,
Hello,
caller.
caller. What's your call, question, or comment?
Your name.
Hey, what's up, Trey? This is Mick.
Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is my younger brother, Michelle, or Mick, I should say. What's going on, Mick?
Hey, nothing too much, man. I like the vibe. I like the tone. I like the it's informal, but it's very formative, and it's positive, and I like the direction that the new show's going.
We appreciate you,
it.
Mick.
And we're gonna cash app you for that.
Trevor will. He'll
said,
zell
That's
you.
all good, man.
But we definitely
Trevor will
appreciate
zell you.
man.
Hey, you're not saying it's because I owe you $250, right?
No, it's all good. It's all good.
And please,
Yeah, man. But
please share it
go ahead.
and tell people about it, because we definitely we're excited for
Now, what about the merch?
That's
gonna be coming soon.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna say this real quick.
Wait, Trev,
if the engineer can't,
I don't mean to
cut you off,
but you did.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
He was in conversation and asking a question.
Sorry.
That can benefit Spittin' Pollaseedz.
You're right. Go ahead. Sorry.
Teach your brother, man. Teach your big brother, bro. But yeah, that would definitely be coming as well.
Cool.
Okay,
Cool.
Trev, go ahead.
All right.
Hey, look, Michelle.
All right,
Listen real quick.
Next week, same time.
Yes,
Same
sir.
time.
Next week, same time. And as a matter of fact, the engineer should have a picture of me and you when we were younger. And I was going to talk about some aspects of. Can you please pull that picture, please, Mick? Please, we got to pull this picture up. It's when we were younger. This was the young Trev and Money Mick.
Oh man.
I guess he couldn't turn the picture the whole way, but yeah.
Is that you in the middle, Trev?
No, that's my younger brother.
Oh, you same size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Engineer.
Oh man. All right, Trev.
All right, man.
All right, bro.
I'll be there next week. All right.
Okay.
All right.
This has been a dope show, man.
Yeah.
This is
welcome back.
This has been a I like this.
And don't be scared. Don't be shy. We family. So it's just like you calling, one of us when we're not on the air. So treat it that way, because we want to hear from you. We want to know, are you satisfied with the show, or is it something that we can do better? Or
you got a mic in your cup, or every time you drink, everybody get refreshed.
Sound like he swallowing the ice without chewing it.
Exactly.
So we want to hear from y'all. Is it things that y'all want to hear from titles or things that y'all may want to see?
Yeah.
Please, let us know. We definitely want to be able to, make those things happen. Oh, we got another caller.
All right.
Welcome. Tell us your name, and if you just calling to say hello, if you got a question, you got a statement.
What's up, gentlemen? This is Brandon Thrasher. Man, I just want to applaud y'all brothers on this first reintroduction of Spittin' Pollaseedz.
Thank you,
much,
brother.
much
brother.
props
What's up,
to you.
Brandon?
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Brandon, he's
We
eventually gonna be.
definitely
My
appreciate
my
you.
my dog. What's going on, Trav?
What's up, Brandon Thrasher? Man, I
Yeah,
appreciate
that's
you
right.
calling. I
That's right.
appreciate you watching the show.
Yeah, definitely.
What's that?
I appreciate you watching and
Man,
calling in, man.
Man, I definitely got to support you, brothers. Man, you guys are doing great things, man. You guys are pillars of the community.
And so are you, and you Black History. Brandon is also one of the. He also teaches business,
Nice.
and he's been teaching business for a while, and he's been an instructor. He's been a foster parent. He's been Brandon. You Black History, brother. You've done a lot for our community. Period.
So
I applaud you.
Man,
You
yeah,
Black
definitely,
History.
I
definitely.
appreciate I appreciate that, brother. But that only comes because I had someone to pass that knowledge and down to me. So without my pops, I wouldn't be able to do the things that I do. So I definitely thank you for that and recognizing that.
Amen.
Thank you, bro. Thank
All right, V.
Thank
All right, brothers,
Good
y'all
dude.
have a good one.
you too.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, and that go for everybody that's tuning in,
He's
man.
Black.
We just appreciate you taking time out because you could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here with us. So we definitely thank you, and we appreciate you for
Mhm.
tuning in.
We got a lot of great shows coming up
Man.
in light of Black History.
Okay, what we
Um,
got going with that?
In light of Black History, we're gonna have a special guest next week. Dr. Angela May Killens. Angela, let's clap it up for Angela. She recently
Yeah.
got her doctorate degree.
Yeah.
But she's a vice principal at 99th Street Elementary School.
Good.
So next week our show is the title is it's your chance, Trevor.
Oh man, yeah.
I'm
Trev,
waiting. What you mean? Here's my chance.
you
Here's
not
your
gonna
chance.
roast him?
Making our history a mystery. We're going to talk about critical race theory.
Wow.
We're going to talk about them taking certain books out of libraries that some of the things that we've gone through as a race because it offends certain people.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about that.
That's gonna be a good topic.
Yeah.
I was
It's
just,
definitely gonna be a
I
good
just seen
topic.
and I'm like I said, I'm being honest. I'm telling y'all up front. I can't think of her name, but I think she's I think she's a Republican figure.
Mhm.
Made the statement that the U.S. I mean NFL should be ashamed of themselves because there's only one national anthem.
Yeah, I did hear that too.
So it just keep going. It just keep coming.
Yeah.
Because they acknowledge the black anthem, and of course, we she's white, and she felt that she was upset with the NFL because she said there's only one American anthem.
One thing I'm gonna do, and I'm passionate about, with my platform and the foundation, I'm going to make sure I don't just sit and complain about what they're doing, taking Black history out of schools, because it's partial anyway.
Barely in
It's
there.
barely in there,
Yeah.
and implement some things that are going to be creative in teaching our Black history, like plays and recitals and stuff like that. That makes it interesting, and not just a typical 70-year-old man with a kufi on that's kind of preaching to the kids so they won't receive it, but just some innovative, hip ways to kind of tell our history,
involve them,
and that's what we need. So that it's more digestible for the youth,
right?
And plays. I've seen a movie coming out. I think it's next month. It's called The Prodigy, and this gentleman is he was in France. It was Charbonnier Saint George. So he's a musician.
Yeah.
And if he battled Mozart, and I think he sort of did in the movie, he would win. But no, you never. I heard of him because I read a book, and he was in there. But I never heard of him. And to see this movie coming out about him lends to what you're talking about. It's a way to show because nobody, I would guarantee you 95% of the people never heard of him before.
Yeah.
I did.
Right. Yeah.
Until right now.
Yeah. So he was one of the greatest fencers in France. Alex Dumas, trained with Alex Dumas. Alex Dumas is Alexander Dumas, his father, who wrote the Three Musketeers and Count of Monte Cristo and whatever like that. So there's so many innovative ways that we can
On God.
yeah. And he was bad. He was bad with that that
Yeah.
cut you up, boy. He was bad with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I seen that movie coming out, I was like, oh my, because I've heard about it, read about it, but it's a real person. It's not just some fictional character. So when I seen that coming out, I was like, ooh, whoever's doing this, you know, it's a great job.
Then did you notice how the popular Black Panther movie kind of wipes away from the search engine of you ever looking up the Black Panthers?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I think that if they can, if you're going to take away what's already minimized of Black history and Black information in the books, well, tell the true history then. Because if you told the true history of America, you cannot help but include African Americans. You cannot help but include slaves, because the true history of or the whole history. So, okay, well, replace it with books that
no, that's gonna
the
offend
whole
people.
history.
That's gonna offend.
Definitely.
That's gonna offend the children.
Right. So you hear one side of everything, and that's usually if you hear one side of the story from the person that's trying to control you, you're not going to get the whole story.
Absolutely. So we have to come back next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be
great.
Yeah.
You're gonna learn a lot. You know.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, we gotta support you on that, bro. And not just you on that, but all of us, man. We really have to start taking a stance. And we're going to start making, being in the communities and doing things. Can I finish? Can I
thought
finish?
you were.
No, I wasn't finished. You heard me talking.
Sorry.
So and that's the thing.
Y'all ready for this?
Right. We're back. But it's just, we can't just be talking. We got to put one foot in front of the other and start, applying it. Let our talk match our walk and our work. So y'all hearing it. We definitely, and I mean, things that that continue to uplift our people. We got to get it out there. We got to do our part. I don't want to just be saying it, but we definitely have to do our part. Now, Trevor,
we started doing that now. We have a Jan Paul Foundation, and that's helping children and families in Belize. Because on top of
what about
doing
here?
that prior, I'm Belizean, so we're helping globally. It's not just confined to Belize. It's a foundation, but Belize just had a hurricane not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're Belize is in the midst of rebuilding. So the efforts are going to go to help rebuilding and helping people that are in Belize.
Nice.
If something were to happen in California, then the Jan Paul Foundation would be there to go help. It's more of an effort to help people that are in need. So globally, not just in Belize, not just in America, but wherever there is help, the more we collect and raise money for the Jan Paul Foundation, we'll be going to those parts of the world to help people.
I'll support in that as well.
All right. Thank you.
Well, man. Well, that's it's been a
so next week show is
next week. I said it already. Making our history a mystery.
Wow. Yeah.
Making our history.
So yeah, be sure to tune in next week. Same bat channel. I mean,
yeah, we're gonna have the real spit section by Trevor. Can you cue up the?
Okay, we can do the real spit section right now. Go, man,
Are we gonna
wait
do it?
till-
Ah, man.
What's wrong with
Oh,
you?
we was
Okay.
done.
Turn your wall down.
That was your
The song is
answer.
only so
Man,
long. The
come
song is
on.
only so.
Okay, this is the
long.
real spit segment of the show. Well, I'll just give a little bit of real spit. Now,
Little,
first
promise.
off, what I want to get into is
Use your mic.
our lives. Our lives. 3 times in our lives, there are some major occurrences. When we're born, how we live, and when we die. Now, some people call that the dashes or whatever between your born day and the day you pass. However, what's most important, and one of the most important things of our lives is the day you were born and when you realize why you were born. What do you do with it? Whose life do you touch? Who do you uplift? Who do you encourage? And who do you inspire? How is your life, your very existence on this earth, edifying to somebody else? Another organization, another spirit. Whose life did you touch today? Who did you uplift, encourage, and inspire? And if you're not living that type of a life, maybe you haven't found your altar. We all have a ministry. We all have a destination. And we also have a destination when we pass. Where will we go when we pass is primarily governed on how we live now, who we live for, who do we help, and the differences that we made. So I pray that in watching this show, the communal efforts, the camaraderie, and the fellowship, that this helps to spawn other people coming together, starting with our men in our community, to uplift, encourage, and inspire the community with your words, and also understand that your Black history, whether it be sweet or sour. So if you didn't touch a person's life in a positive manner, does that benefit our future? If you touch someone's life in a positive manner, then yeah, we look like we'd be having hopes of a better future, a better tomorrow. So be careful of the lives you touch, man. Thank you guys for watching. We all appreciate it. Everyone here in the studio, all the hosts. We look forward to having more shows with you and spreading love with you. Have a great week. That's Real
Hey.
Spit.
That's not bad, Church.